There are several insurance coverage issues when you drive a vehicle that you do not own, especially when traveling. Here are some examples. 1. Even if you decide that your predominant means of transportation for traveling will be by either airplane, train, or bus, when you finally reach your destination you will probably want to rent a car. 2. You may know somebody who will let you drive their car temporarily while you are visiting. 3. You may want to drive to your vacation destination. You have a perfectly good drivable insured vehicle, but you may still decide to rent a car before you leave home so you do not put any additional wear and tear on your own vehicle. 4. You may be an employee who is the custodian of a vehicle you use every day that is either owned or leased by your employer and you want to drive that car on your vacation. 5. You may be required to drive that company-owned car on a business-related trip within the scope of your employment. 6. Your employer will pay for you to drive a rental car while you are within the scope of your employment on a business-related trip. I cannot tell you in any case whether or not you have insurance coverage without reading your individual insurance policy with all of the conditions and exclusions to determine which insurance coverage is primary, what is supplemental or excess, and where there is no coverage at all. For example, if you are an employee on a business trip driving your employer's vehicle or a rental vehicle within the scope of your employment, workers' compensation may come into the equation also. However, I will point out some important things that you should be aware of that many people overlook and let you know what you need to ask so you can find out the correct answers from the appropriate people and also make sure that you have all of the proper documentation so there is no misunderstanding or confusion. The best, easiest, fastest and most reliable way to determine what type of coverage you have on a non-owned or rental vehicle is to call and ask your insurance company, or agent, or ask your employer if you are driving a company vehicle. Also, call and ask your credit card company if you plan to use it to rent a vehicle. Find out if they offer some type of insurance coverage when you use their credit card to rent a vehicle and if so, specifically what type of coverage and what the limits are.